What's up, guys? I'm Zach with Nelly Security, and today we're talking all things Suprema. Who are they? What do they do? And which products of theirs do we here at Nelly's offer? Let's find out. Suprema is one of the leading companies in the world when it comes to access control, biometric solutions, and time and attendance tracking. They're based out of Seoul, South Korea, and have become a global success in the world of access control. You may have even interacted with Suprema technology without even realizing it. If you have a Samsung Galaxy device, or if you've just even tested one out, then you've probably interacted with their biometric technology, or Finger ID. Let's talk about what you'll find on our website. First up, the core station. We've got the CS40 here. Whenever you think about the scale of a wired access control system that you're installing, you're going to want to consider which access control panel that you're using. This will be the limit of your setup. But the CS40 has some pretty impressive numbers, and it's built for large-scale systems. This board can support 500,000 users and log up to 5 million events. Make sure you've got plenty of storage. Additionally, it stores 1 million fingerprint templates and matches them at a rate of 400,000 per second. It's also UL 294 certified for world-class safety and reliability, and all communication is encrypted via TLS 1.2 between the core station and the server. It also fully supports OSDP, or Open Supervised Device Protocol, for modern secure device communication. If you're thinking of installing the CS40, you're going to want to take a look at the enclosure for the core station. We have this available as well. It has protection from short-circuiting, overloads, and overvoltages. Additionally, it has battery reverse polarity protection, an 8-channel power distribution board, a tamper switch, power status LED indicator, and if you get a rechargeable backup battery, which is available separately, that will enable continuous operation in the event of AC power failure. Let's go ahead and move on to the peripheral technology, the readers. We've got the XPass 2 and the XPass D2. They look pretty similar, and on the outside they are. They both have tough IP67 rated housings, and they can handle RFID cards and Bluetooth credentials. The differences are what's on the inside of these devices. The XPass 2 is what's called an edge device, or an IP device, and this is a device that can think on its own without connection to a control panel. Since it's an edge device, or IP device, it can be powered by PoE. In the instance of a network failure, this device still has all of the user credentials stored locally, so it can still operate on its own. It also has a door controller built into it, but if you're just using this and no control panel, then I do recommend using the SiO2 module as well, but more on that a little bit later. The XPass D2 is a simpler device. It shares most of the capabilities with the XPass 2, but it needs a control panel as it cannot be powered through PoE. Because of its simplicity though, it is easier to install on non-Suprema AC systems. Now, before we move on to the biometric readers, I'm going to touch briefly on that SiO2 module that I mentioned earlier. SIO just stands for Secure Input and Output. It's for a single door, but essentially what this SiO2 module does is it takes that relay point for the edge device and it puts it on the secure side of the door, so that way it cannot be electronically breached. Currently on our website, we have 4 biometric readers from Suprema: the BioLite N2, the BioEntry W2, the BioEntry W3, and the BioStation 3. Let's go one at a time and figure out what each one does. The BioLite N2 is an outdoor fingerprint terminal with a built-in keypad, card reader, and digital display. It has an incredibly fast 1.2 GHz CPU that matches your fingerprint against 20,000 samples in 1 second. This also has an IP67 rated housing, which makes it a great choice for a fingerprint terminal that needs to last in high traffic and outdoor conditions. Now we're going to go to the BioEntry devices, the W2 and the W3. The BioEntry W2 is essentially the BioLite N2, but as a more dedicated fingerprint terminal. It has a faster processing time, matching 1 to 150,000 fingerprints per second. There's no keypad or digital display on this, but it does have an RFID scanner, and it's all covered with a similar IP67 rated case. The BioEntry W3 is where we get into a new type of authentication, facial ID. Specifically, the BioEntry W3 uses AI-powered facial authentication. It verifies who you are, and it can't be fooled by holding up just a photo to it. If you have concerns about storing your face on some external system using AI, that's okay. There is another option. is something called Template on Mobile, or TOM, and this allows you to store any sensitive information like what your face looks like, your name, and tying all that together. It keeps that on a device that you can trust, like your phone. One more thing I figured I should mention is that the BioEntry W3 has an incredibly fast 0.2 second matching speed and can locally store 30,000 face templates. Last but not least, the BioStation 3. This one is my favorite just because it looks the sleekest. It can handle facial authentication, QR and barcode, RFID, and even has an intercom functionality. All right, this is Zach from the future here. I'm going to show you the BioStation 3, just a little bit more about how easy it is to get this set up. Just kind of wanted to showcase this a little bit before we move on to the rest of the video. So if you come over here, we've got this plugged in, by the way, to this Ethernet cable. It's to a PoE switch, so we're getting power and everything here. But if you go up to the top left, you click the user button down here, add a little plus. I'll just go ahead and put my name. You can choose either face, card, or pin. We're just going to do face right now. And then, there we go. I've got my face. Capture success. Save that here. Now if we go back, access granted immediately. It's that simple. Obviously, you'll want to add probably more levels of security because anyone can go in and just add themselves as a user. But we're going to have a video coming out soon just to talk about a little bit more of how to set it up, get the security systems up and running, just so that way everything's a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more protected. So anyways, that's it for here. Back to the video. So there you have it. That's our current lineup of Suprema access control products that we have here at Nelly's. We'll have some more videos coming soon about access control in general, as well as some software like BioStar 2 and BioStar Air that Suprema has available for their devices. Let us know down in the comments if there's a specific device that you would like us to go more in depth on, or if you have any other questions. We'll see you next time.